What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. But as y'all can see from the title, this video is going to be filled with gossip, chitter chatter about my opinion on various things that's going on. Now, it's a real chill Friday for me. I'm home alone, sipping on some scissor. Sip. No, I'm not sipping on scissor. I'm also vlogging as the night goes on, so you'll see the vlog, but this is a separate video. So this is a dark and stormy. It's rum with ginger beer. I'll take a sip. Delicious. Okay, so if you're new to my channel and you have never seen one of these videos, at the beginning of my chitter chatter videos, I usually like to say, get comfortable, get you a drink, get you a snacky snack, and sit down and listen to what I have to say. All this stuff is going to be off the top of the head. You know, there's a few things that I have jotted down, child, that we need to just get into because, like, what the goes on in the world, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, topics we talking about Darius, Eddie Winslow, and Sidney Starr. We talking about Big Daddy Kane versus. We talking about Insecure, Curb Your Enthusiasm. We talking about Dave Chappelle. We talking about Snoop Dogg, Doja Cat, Meek Mill's Day 26, Willie Taylor, and we'll see what else I get into. I figured that'll take me about 30-40 minutes for all those things, so I'm gonna take a little bite of my little smoky organic beef. Was this chili? No, what was this called, child? I made this last night. I brought it for lunch for work. So busy, could not even eat my food. Y'all gotta watch my vlog, child. I'm using my camera finally. Those that are new, I go left a lot, so I might put in the comment section like timestamps for those that don't like to hear my other commentary about me talking about me or food or whatever, and you just want to hear about the topics. I mean, come on now, we chilling, so you know, let's chill. I'm hungry. Okay, all right, so let's talk about Darius, you guys. Now, for those that don't know, I'll pop a picture up here. Boom. Darius played Eddie Winslow on Family Matters. If you grew up in the 80s and 90s, you probably have seen Family Matters, right? It was a great show, good TV about family. You know, they were a good, positive family. And Eddie Winslow played the son, the older son, because I think there was a little smaller son, if I remember correctly, in the show, right? So I watched it. Now through the years, I've heard different things about Eddie. Well, his real name is Darius, but we're gonna call him Eddie Winslow. He's gonna be forever known as Eddie Winslow. Also, you guys, my dog is walking around and he's really looking for attention. So if he starts barking and all that, I'm gonna have to pause and probably put him away while I finish this. But I'm trying to let him, he's been locked up all day. Trying to let him just be free, okay? So I apologize if y'all start hearing a big bulldog bark in the background. So over the years, you guys, I remember the most popular time for him, I want to say, is when he married Superhead. Do y'all remember that? Eddie Winslow done got with Superhead and decided to marry her. Bobby Brown, see, I didn't know this until recently because this was Darius. Don't even get involved with Superhead because, sir, you are going to be in for a wild ride in more than one way, right? Of course, he did not listen to that because he was probably thinking with that head and not this head. And he definitely did get with her, and they got married and they were together. And supposedly there was allegations that he had abused her. Superhead actually testified in court against Eddie, Darius, for being an abusive husband, boyfriend. I was actually helping out Eddie's, or another one of his ex wives or girlfriends who he has a child with. And I was like, ooh, when the exes link up, child, you know there's a lot of hate going on. When the exes link up and they try to take you down, you know you ain't shit. Or you did something that made these bitches be like, oh, we gonna take this motherfucker out. And they did. Then later on, she gonna say, oh, she was lying. And she only testified against him as to his character because she was hurt that he left her. Ciao, bye. Anyway, but Eddie has been with a few like very good looking women, right? And I was like, okay, Eddie. I mean, Eddie ain't my type, but he ain't a bad looking brother. And he has been working. He has been in a few like B films, you know, something you might not have heard of in the mainstream, but he's actually working. So he's doing okay. And then he's also filed for bankruptcy. So I don't know, you know, there's the ups and the downs of the industry. So recently, you guys, Eddie has been seen with transgender, beautiful, okay, we'll give some of these real women out here run for their money. I'm sorry, Sidney Starr looks like a woman. I don't care. You could argue with me. People will say, oh no, you could look for this and this and this. Look for whatever you want. She looks like a woman to me, and that body is definitely all woman. If you did not know, I could see how Chingy, why your eyes so green good? I don't know even. Y'all remember Chingy? Chingy done got caught up with Sidney Starr. Also, there was another rapper. Was it Bobby V? Allegedly. I'm not allegedly. I'm not 100% sure, but it was a few rappers out here that got caught up with Sidney Starr. Either they didn't really know, or they knew and didn't really care. Cause baby girl got boobies and she's pretty. So recently, her and Eddie were doing a photo shoot for what, I don't know. I'm thinking like, is a show coming? Is like a reality show coming? Is some sort of, you know, B movie coming? Another B movie coming? I don't know. That information I have not found out, and I don't think anybody knows, right? But in the photo shoot, I'm gonna try to find some video if they didn't take it down and put it in here. They are very like flirty, very touchy-feely. And brother man said he's engaged to a whole nother fiance. And after those videos got leaked, people were like, oh, is Eddie messing with Sidney? Does Eddie like trans women? If he doesn't, he doesn't. That's neither here nor there. That's not our business. People gonna like what they like, and that's not for you or me or anybody to judge. Like what you like. But Darius decided that he was gonna come out and say, while he eating lunch with his mama and his child, who nobody knows who the baby mama is, you guys are so messy. Watch.
Small minds discuss other people. Mediocre minds discuss ideas, and great minds discuss how to change the world. So while you're busy discussing me, I'm trying to figure out how to change the world for you. Anyway, I'm sitting here with my mama.
Hi. How are you?
Mama, don't talk to them. They're rude. They're rude. Don't.
Spin the camera a little bit.
Spin the camera a little bit.
Get a better face.
Better face? Okay, Mama.
Now you guys got a better face on it, right?
Okay.
Here we are.
There we are.
There we are right there.
So y'all listen. Y'all, this is. I'm with the baby. I'm with my mama. We eating lunch. Listen.
We eating oxtails.
We eating oxtails. We eating good.
We eating oxtails and peas and rice.
Well, y'all are discussing these rumors that aren't true. We eating.
And they aren't true. They are not true. Okay.
Okay. I mean, but I will say this. What are we in high school? You gonna tell me who I can be friends with, who I can't hang out with? Huh? I mean, I'm a grown man. I'm really 5 years from 50. So I mean, if I wasn't with my mama, I would really be saying this a whole nother way. But I'm being respectful because my mama right here.
You better be.
Yes, ma'am. being
Anyway,
good.
we love you guys, okay?
Love you guys.
Love
Stop running
yourselves.
with these rumors, y'all.
Don't
Cut
go
it
with
out.
it. It's not true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's when you
true.
need the big brother to chime in.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I think that my fiance would really have something different to say. That's the focus. That's what y'all should be focusing on. Where that ring is. Yeah.
Okay, you heard what he said, right? So basically, in the mama in the background, don't the mama kind of look like the mama from Family Matters? Is it just me? Okay, so he's basically saying that it's not true. He does not like Sidney like that. Friends can't be just friendly. Okay, first of all, this is where you lose me, Eddie. You could be friendly with whomever you want to be friendly with, but if you are engaged to someone else, first of all, I don't care if she was trans or not trans, whatever. Why are you rubbing your booty on my man's meat? Like, what? That's inappropriate. It's a photo shoot. Okay, take a photo shoot. There's no need, if he is engaged and, you know, in another relationship, there's no need for you to be that flirty. And then there's another clip where she's kissing him. And I'm sorry, y'all can read people's body language. That man was enjoying all of that. Okay, he was enjoying all of that. So whether he says that it ain't what y'all think it is, I think it is what we think it is. Like, whether he is attracted to her or not, maybe he didn't think that kissing part was going to be released. I think she responded, but I haven't got that far into my research yet as I'm recording this. But child, what y'all think? Y'all think Eddie and Sidney got a little something going on? Did you think it was just an innocent photo shoot? Would you be cool with your man, whether it was a trans woman or a woman? Would you be okay with your man getting rubbed on like that? I say no. I don't give a what. Don't put your body on no parts of my man's body, because we gonna have a problem. Okay? Alright. Let's move on, you guys. Let's talk about the latest verses between Big Daddy Kane and KRS-One. Before I get into this, I want to say Big Daddy Kane and KRS-One are not necessarily from my era. That is from before my era. Like, when Big Daddy Kane and KRS-One were like popular, I was still kind of young. That wasn't necessarily the music that I was listening to. So with that being said, let's get into it. And thank you, Keisha and Retro Diva Jones, who always hit me up on Instagram anytime there's a live to let me know, because y'all know I'll be like not on top of things all the time. So I love y'all and I appreciate y'all, and thank y'all for always including me and making sure your girl know what's going on in these internet streets. So I did see it. I saw most of it through Facebook because a girlfriend of mine was actually there. Let me see if she's gonna give me permission. If she give me permission to share some of her clips, I'm gonna put them in here. So let's talk about it. I thought it was good. Okay. That's why I started the clip by saying they're not necessarily my era. So I wasn't super into it. Like, let's say some of my older cousins, who they were teenagers when KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane were out, when it was their day. You know, I was young, like, you know, before a teenager, so I wasn't listening to them. So I knew some of the songs, but what I did like, if y'all noticed, was that Big Daddy Kane, first of all, that man still looks hella fine, okay? Hella fine. He has good teeth. He has good skin. The way that he dresses, it's just something about that swag, baby, okay? That's that, I don't know, but he ain't from my era, but I couldn't appreciate a good looking brother, okay? And that's what I was looking at. You know, I like the way he was dressed. I also like the way that he changed some of his lyrics to fit the times now, you know. So, and he was giving out shout outs to people from his era who kind of helped him and that were important during his day and time. And I thought that was dope. I always think it's dope when people actually remember where they came from, who helped them, you know, who inspired them, who collabed with them. Because sometimes people get so big and think that they are like on top of the world, untouchable, and then they lose, you know, the relatableness, and they think that they don't have to reach back, or they don't have to give credit because now they're up here. But as easily as you go to the top is as easily as you go to the bottom. So the fact that when people remember to pay homage, give thanks, give shout outs, show love, that I love that. That just goes to show me what type of person you are, what type of character you have, you know what I mean? So I thought that was cool. I think he did that with Roxy and Chantel, who also is not from my era, but I know some of her music, right? What did y'all think? Did y'all see it? Keisha, I know you saw it. What did y'all think?
Woman up, who? Woman up, who? Hold up, woman up, who? Woman up, Scratch. Yo, since King Capri has just warm it up, just
Retro, if you watch this video, I know you're busy, girl. I'm about to inbox you after this, actually. What did y'all think of it? Okay, so let's move on. I'm trying to move on fast so we could get everything in. Okay, Insecure, you guys. So I posted on Instagram the opening season trailer for this season. Unfortunately, this is gonna be the last season. Issa, what you doing? Issa, how my battery dying, y'all? I just charged this battery. That's the thing with this, is why I don't use the camera. This is exactly why I don't use the camera, you guys. Let me change it. All right, you guys, so I'm back with a fresh battery. Let's hope that this one lasts. All right, so the last thing I left off with was Curb Your Enthusiasm and Insecure are returning to HBO. If you are a loyal subby of mine, a loyal tubie, you know that I have been talking about Insecure when it first came out and nobody cared and nobody liked it. Issa Rae, who is a freaking boss to be reckoned with now, she got her start on YouTube. I used to watch her on YouTube when she was just the awkward black girl. Do y'all remember that? I used to suggest y'all go check this dope YouTube director out. She was making movies and shows on YouTube before anybody, and she was really talented, and I thought that she would blow up, and she actually did. And that's the thing, right? You really don't know. You don't know when it might be your chance to be famous. And she said in plenty of interviews, chat, she was poor, broke. She went to really good schools though, so she was highly educated and poor and broke. And she was passionate about writing, about being creative, about making shows. And her mother did not want her to do that because her mother didn't think that that would take her where she needed to go to get to her financial goals. And child, was she wrong? Was she wrong? She was wrong. So shout out to Issa Rae for just starting on YouTube and now becoming like this. She was just on a Breakfast Club, and I so enjoyed the interview. I actually thought it was too short, and I had wanted it to be a little longer because I just love how chill she is. She's just like a really cool, down-to-earth person. She had made a statement because, you know, Charlamagne, he a clown all day, and he was asking her, now that you, like, you know, you're rich, you got bread, you got paper, you financially secure, what do you spend your money on? And she was like, I could care less about like bags and clothes and all that. She spends her money on food. And I was like, I get that. I get it. She spends her money on good restaurants and, you know, taking her friends out to fancy places that maybe they would never be able to go. And I was like, respect. Now me, I like me a little bag, a little fancy coat or something like that. But you know, everybody's not into the same thing. So much respect to Issa Rae. Insecure is coming back out last season, October 24th, which is this Sunday. Me and hubby are having a watch party. So are y'all? By the time y'all see this, I don't know, I'm gonna try to load this up as soon as possible, but I'm super excited. Also, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Not as many people are into Curb Your Enthusiasm because it's sort of like quirky. Like, you really have to be a fan of that kind of comedy to appreciate it. I am. I get the subtle jokes. I get the sarcasm. I get it. So to me, the show is brilliant and hilarious. So that show is actually starring Larry David. Larry David is the guy who produced Jerry Seinfeld for all those years. Now, Jerry Seinfeld, I can take it or leave it. My husband is a big fan of Seinfeld. We used to fight at night because he used to want to watch Seinfeld and I used to want to watch Honeymooners, Twilight Zone, all those type of shows, and he used to want to watch Seinfeld, Cheers. So we used to have like a bet. Okay, so this week you get to watch what you want to watch at night, and next week I get to watch what I want to watch at night. The thing is, my husband falls asleep like as soon as he hits the bed. So as soon as he went to sleep, channel turn. So I would just be like, okay, you can watch what you want to watch, because I know he would be asleep super fast. Anyway, you guys, so check those shows out if you have not. I was speaking to Gorgeous One Mink on Instagram, and she said she's been meaning to check it out. Sis, this is the weekend. By the time you see this, I hope that you would have at least watched one episode, because I think there's 5 seasons and you have to watch every season because the storyline continues. All right, moving on, you guys. So Dave Chappelle. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this Dave Chappelle because everybody and their mama has spoken about it, either in a good way or a bad way. Either they are with him or they're against him. My opinion about Dave Chappelle, I think he is a brilliant comedian. I have always thought that he was a brilliant comedian. A lot of people do not get his comedy. His comedy goes over people's heads, right? So that's what a lot of smart comedians, you know, comedians who are actually thinking outside the box, who are talking about like politics and maybe not necessarily, you know, the everyday trendy topic. So if you are not a person who, you know, fills your mind with other things and things besides whatever's going on the internet or on the news or whatever, then you may not find the shit funny because you can't relate to it or you don't understand it, right? So that's where I stand with Dave Chappelle. I mean, back in the days when he did Baked, I never thought that he would be like this huge comedian. I thought Baked was pretty funny. The funniest part to me of that movie is the dog, when the dog got high. Like, that was the funniest that was the funniest part to me. But over the years, just watching Dave grow, most people started to become fans of Dave's or haters of Dave's, or when he came out with this Dave Chappelle show. I absolutely love the Dave Chappelle show. I mean, I used to watch some of those episodes over and over again. My girl Issa Rae, she did a little commentary also about the closer, which is the special that I'm talking about. And she had said in her video that she was in college, I believe, when the episode where he was telling a story about Charlie Murphy, Eddie Murphy's brother, and how Charlie Murphy, or was it Charlie Murphy, or was it Rick James? No, it was Rick James. It was Rick James, and Rick James had came. Charlie Murphy was telling the story about Rick James, and Rick James had came to his house and basically was on his couch with some dirty boots on. It was like stomping a butthole in his couch. Son, when I tell you, when she was telling the story about her roommate and she was like, oh, I didn't get it. She's like, my friend, you know, thought it was hilarious. Me too. Yo, my dog knows how to open the doors now. I'm scared. He was just barking. I think because he's hungry. I didn't give him dinner. And he's barking, right? So I go around. In my dining room, there's 2 entrances, right? There's an entrance from the hallway and there's an entrance from the kitchen. And so I go out the entrance into the kitchen so I can make his food. And I closed the door. I didn't close it all the way. You know, if I close it all the way, you know, I don't think he's tall enough to reach the handle. But the door's closed. I didn't think he would be smart enough to just push his head to open the door. Homeboy pushed his head, opened the door. Child. Anyway, back to Dave Chappelle. So when Leah was telling the story, I was like, yo, you probably would have thought I was just like crazy too, because I just thought that freaking scene from Dave Chappelle was one of the funniest. I don't know if it's because of how he acted it out. He's like, fuck your couch, nigga. Like, I don't don't know, but I cried for days, and every time I watch it I still find it funny. So I don't know. So let's talk about the closer, you guys. So I watched it actually before I had heard anything, like any controversy or any people like trying to cancel Dave Chappelle, whatever. And I watched it with my husband, you know, open mind, not knowing what the hell he was going to talk about or whatever. So again, Dave's comedy is not your typical ha ha he he funny comedy. Dave's comedy is talking about, as Issa Rae also has said, he's talking about shit that's going on in the world. He's talking about real life topics, real life things that are touchy-feely, real life shit that most people probably would kind of shy away from because they don't want ridicule, they don't want people judging them. I like those kind of people. More so because I feel like, and this is just my personal opinion, the way that he delivered what he had to say, I didn't feel like he was trying to offend. I definitely thought that, you know, he was keeping it comedic because he's a comedian. I also thought that he was right there on the edge of that envelope pushing it. I definitely thought that, but I did not think that he was like really trying to disrespect or hurt anyone from the LGBTQ community. I did not feel that. Now, with that being said, I always step back, right? Because I'm not an LGBTQ member. So I wasn't offended, but I'm not a part of that community. So if somebody from that community says, hey, listen, that shit offended me, I didn't like blah, 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 blah. They have a right to be entitled to their opinion, and they have a right to feel how they feel for whatever their reasons are. I still believe that everybody has a right to their own feelings, whether we agree with it or not. I have a lot of LGBTQ family and LGBTQ friends. So I feel like I'm blessed to be surrounded by a variety of people that can educate me, who I can say, hey, is that offensive to you? Does that bother you? You know what I mean? Is this inappropriate? Because honestly, you guys, in the world that we live in now, motherfuckers need to be more open-minded. I'm sorry, like the world is changing, but the world has always been like this. Y'all think that LGBTQ people just came out of nowhere? Hell no. There's been LGBTQ people around for thousands of years. It's just taboo. In certain cultures, there before there was the English language, historians have found hieroglyphics, I think that's how I'm saying it correctly, with male, female, transgender people. They have categorized these different sets of peoples within their tribes, because this is not new, you guys. People are entitled to like what they like, and especially sexual orientation. Why the fuck do you care? You know what I mean? Like, I don't care where you put in your mouth, your private parts. That's not my business. That has nothing to do with who you are as a human being. Who you are as a human being, to me, is what matters above everything, okay? You got these ignorant people out here that's like, oh, that's not what God wanted. Did you really sit down and have a conversation with God? Did God tell you that? Because that's the shit that kills me. With these freaking fake, you know, want to be religious when they want to be religious, you know, want to play the God, put God's name out there when it applies to them, when it suits whatever they are talking about. I actually have some videos that I've done, and that probably more are going to come, talking about religion, talking about, you know, growing up in the church. What people don't know about me is that I did grow up in the church, okay? So you would be like, oh my gosh, like you curse, you do this, you do that. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I also grew up in the church till about 15, 16. I went to church every single day. My family comes from a big church, you know, deacons, deaconesses, a pastor. Ciao. Anyway, nonetheless, you know, so I'm familiar with how that whole church, you know, church life works, and the people of the church judging you for certain things is so unnecessary. Like, you are supposed to be of God, from God. God is love. God is not out here trying to condemn people, kill people based off of who they love or who they want to have sex with. Child, good night. Yeah, so you know, I just can't with that nonsense. That whole, you know, most of these people honestly do not even understand what's in the Bible. And please remember that the Bible was written by a man. The Bible is not written by God. Okay, so let's put that out there. Y'all want to talk? Let's talk. Y'all wanna hit these little, you know, oh, this is not of God. The Bible is written by man. Okay, so there's a lot of YouTubers on here too. These fake religious, oh God, 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 God. But be up here judging everybody, what they do, what they say, talking about gay people, and y'all support this. If you are of God, you are not going to be trying to shame people based off of something so silly as who they sexually prefer. Okay, back to Dave, because I go left. I get mad, I get angry, you know what I mean? Because I just can't stand the ignorance. So in Dave's show, I do believe that he said a lot of things that maybe made some people feel uncomfortable, but I don't think it was disrespectful. Me personally, I don't think that it was disrespectful. I think that the way that he wrapped everything up, you have to watch it, right? So you have some sort of context of what I'm talking about. The way that he brought everything together at the end of the show, when he spoke about his transgender friend who would always come to his shows, and you know how she thought he was hilarious or whatever, and she died. And I don't want to tell y'all everything, right, just in case you didn't see it. And I cried. Like, I don't know why I cried. I don't know why that hurt me or hit me or whatever. Like, I'm a very emotional person. Like, I feel people's pain. Like, I take on people's energies. Like, I'm one of those people. I don't talk about that stuff, but I am definitely one of those people. As anybody that knows me, child, it's a mess. It's a shame. That's why I be so like, but I was just like, oh wow. But the fact that he spoke about her, and you know, he's giving you, he's letting you know, like, one of his best friends was a transgender woman, you know what I mean? And he started, I don't want to tell y'all gotta watch it. What do y'all think? The people that actually watched it, what did y'all think about the Dave Chappelle special, The Closer? Were you offended? And it's okay if you were offended. You're absolutely entitled to whatever your opinion is. I'm not mad at that. Did you enjoy it? Did you think it was brilliant? Did you didn't get it? You didn't get it? Like, what are your thoughts? So, Snoop Dogg, y'all. Snoop Dogg turns 50. All right. So I was just having this discussion with somebody, I don't know, last week sometime, and we were talking about, like, we're in our 40s, right? I'm 41. But in all honesty, like, I can't believe that I am 41. 41 just seems like it was just so far away. You know what I'm saying? Like, 41 is here, you know, and I'm happy to be 41. I'm living a blessed, healthy, wonderful life. I am so happy. This is the happiest I've ever been in my life. You know, where I am, where I'm going, the things that I'm able to do, you know, it's amazing. It's been a journey. It has been a journey, but I'm super appreciative to be here. But I just saw, I don't know where, on some blog, maybe it was the Shade Room, I don't know, that Snoop Dogg turned 50, and I was like, Snoop Dogg only 50? Because I'm 41. So I'm like, yo, why does Snoop Dogg seem so much older to me? Like, I was like, 50? Nah, he gotta be like 60. He gotta be like 62. Like, I just could not. 50 and Snoop Dogg, I don't know. Am I the only person? Am I the only person that thinks Snoop Dogg is a lot older, or he seems a lot older? Now, when Snoop Dogg first came out, when he was a teenager, I was like preteen, obviously, right? Because he's 50, I'm 41, so it's not that many years in between. And I remember being introduced to 1, 2, 3, into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at your door. That was like the first time I had ever heard Snoop Dogg, and then I was like, oh, who is this? Now, my mom would tell you that I loved Snoop Dogg back in the days. I did have like this really big poster of Snoop Dogg like over my bed, but I don't think it was because I loved him. I just think because, you know, you used to get those free posters in the magazines like Word Up, Right On, and I would just decorate my room in magazine posters, and it was like a huge poster. So I was like, oh, this would be cool over the bed. You know, I'm real artsy. I had so much stuff. If you've been watching me for a while, I have showed pictures of my teenage room, like how dope it was, like how much stuff I had made, and woodshop class and all these pictures and collages. Like I was that kid that had, and my parents allowed me freedom and expression to just express myself. Like some of my family members were not even allowed to put stuff on the wall. We ain't gonna get into it, but yeah, like Snoop Dogg only 50 just seems crazy to me. All right, so speaking of birthdays, right? So Snoop Dogg just had a 50th birthday. Doja Cat has had a birthday, and she just turned 26, right? And see, I don't know what it is with age for me, right? Because a lot of people either seem way older to me or way younger to me than they really are. Doja Cat, I thought she's about 30. Why? I don't know. I can't even tell you why I thought Doja Cat was older than 26 years old. But what I will tell you is Doja Cat is killing the game right now, okay? So I know she did have some controversy not too long ago about whatever. I don't even really remember because it came and went so fast. This is the world we live in. Like stuff be hot for 2 seconds and then it's gone. I don't really remember. Now I do remember, if you follow me on my original Instagram, which is Light Chaser C, it's a private page, but if you, that was the first Instagram page that I had started, and it had like a lot of my family and a lot of my personal people. So I also had started you know, getting YouTube people, and I was like, nah, I don't like to mix my family with the YouTube and blah blah blah, because I already told y'all what people are, y'all already know. So then I had started another page specifically, which is the Simply Being Supreme page, just for internet. But on my Light Chaser C page, I told y'all about Doja Cat before Doja Cat was Doja Cat. Doja Cat was a nobody. Like she was just like this quirky girl. People thought she was weird, but when she came out with that song Moo, I let that cow go moo, I was like, yo, she gonna be a star. She is gonna be a star. Like it was just the creativity for me. It was the creativity for me, and plus she had a flow, right? So then when I told my husband, I was like, yo, you gotta listen to this girl named Doja Cat, whatever. He was like, yo, I've been listening to her. I was like, what? You know about Doja Cat? And he does. My husband is like, he listens to all type of music, like underground music, upcoming artists, all these, you know, people that I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna pass. And he's like, nah, I'm telling you, this person is good. Tyler, the Creator, he was telling me like, listen to Tyler. I would have never listened to Tyler, the Creator. I don't know why. I just, he's like not from my era, whatever. But one day we were out in Vlog 401, we were in our old neighborhood, and my husband was playing Tyler, the Creator new album, and I was like, yo, he is fire. Like his lyrics, his wordplay, the way he expresses himself, I was like, yeah, I can definitely listen to him. I didn't even know he was so talented. Same thing with Doja Cat. My husband was like, he tried to tell me about Doja Cat a long time ago, and I was just like, who? What? He says that I wasn't feeling Doja Cat, and I was like, okay, that could possibly be true. But I started to notice her moo when she came up with that song, go moo, and I posted it on Instagram. If I find it, I'll post it up here. But congrats to Doja Cat, because baby girl is doing her thing. Not only is she doing her thing with her album is fire. Have you not listened to Doja Cat's album? I can listen to it over and over again. There's really a lot of great songs on there. Not only can she sing, but she can rap, she can dance. Her looks are creative, her videos are super creative. Like, I just love the way her mind thinks. So I happy birthday, Doja. 26 years old, doing her thing. Recently I did read though that she had to like take a break because she was getting sick, because she has not been able to rest. And I do know, obviously we all know that anytime you are working, doesn't matter what your career is or what you do, you can kill yourself. Okay, and nothing is worth your health and your well-being. So you have to give yourself a break. You have to take a step back. You have to do the self-care. You have to meditate. You have to take care of yourself. Nobody is worth you being burnt out, sick, in the hospital, because you trying to bring the world content. Sorry. Let's talk about Meek Mill, you guys. So recently, Meek Mill has also dropped the album, which I love. Okay, y'all already know from back in the day, y'all old subscribers, my old tubies, that I love Meek Mill. I'm a Meek Mill fan. Meek Mill is from Philly. I don't know what exactly it is I like about Meek Mill, but he's always screaming on a track. But he's talented. He's a talented brother, and a lot of his songs get me hype. Like, I just be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just like Meek Mill. So recently a guy posted a video of himself pointing out the artwork on Meek Mill's tour bus.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What is this? This is on the side of a bus. This is on the side of a bus rolling through your street. Rolling on the side of your street. Is this what you want, black women? Is this what you want, black women? Is this what you want? Look at this bull fucking shit. Look at this shit on the side of a bus. Is this what you want, black women? Is this what you want? Is this how you want to be respected? Is this how you want to be respected in life? This is how you want to look? This is how you want to be portrayed? Stand up to this bullshit. I'm from Philly. I actually should support Meek Mill. This is fucking disgusting bullshit. Look at this lady. Look at this. This is on the side of a bus where little girls can pull up and see this shit. That's her fucking pussy. Let's not mistake what this pink dot is. This is disgusting. This is satanic bullshit.
Of black women who weren't clothed, and you know, you can see their breasts, you can see their private areas, and the white man was so disgusted by the artwork on the bus, and he's like pointing it out, and he's like, this is what you want, black women? Is this what you want? Is this okay to you? This is disgusting. He was like furious. He was furious that the Meek Mill was riding around in this bus with naked black women, right? So at first, when I saw it, my initial reaction was like, yeah, dang, like, what's this all about? Like, I don't know how I feel about, you know, these naked women being on the side of a bus, right? But then I started to think about it. I heard other people's perspectives on it, and I listened to other people, you know, say, like, this is art. And you go to the museum and you don't hear people complaining about the statues being naked with their balls out, their boobies out, you know. I went to, back in the day, NYC had this exhibit called Humans. I don't know if any of you remember that, and I don't know if it was just in NYC or if it was other places, but it was this exhibit called Humans. And basically it was 5,000 square feet of nothing but like human bodies. That was the name of it. It was called Bodies, I think. And they showed dead corpses. Like, I don't even know if they was real or like made to look real. I'm not sure, but they had all type of naked people. They had they were correct in the areas that there was a male, female, whatever. They had hair under their arms, whatever, and people loved it. Like, I thought it was so cool, like just being able to see like a human body, like the skeleton, the veins, the skin. Like, it was way more detailed than I'm explaining it, but it was a very cool exhibit. And I started to think about that, and I was like, it is art. You know, you go to Paris, which I have been, in their museums, there is nothing but naked women. Paintings all on the wall. You got kids, you got everybody walking through, and then, oh, what a lovely painting. Like, oh, who did this? Well, who's the artist? You know, like, but the mural on Meek Mill's bus, which I come to find out is actually a black artist who did it, and it was like self-expression. It wasn't meant to be like disrespectful or slutty or whatever, and it's art. And the art is all determined how you interpret it, right? So if you're looking at art from a negative, nasty, trashy point of view, then that's what you're gonna see. But if you're looking at art from a more open-minded perspective of, women are beautiful, like this is this artist's interpretation of a sexy woman, about to go to the club or something like that, then your perspective is different, right? So I had to kind of think about it from a different perspective, because to be honest with you, initially I kind of was like, yeah, why you got the sisters up on this bus with they privates out or whatever. But then I thought about it, after hearing other people's perspective, and it opened my mind. That's why it's always good to talk to people, communicate, hear what other people have to say, because it definitely can open you up to other ideas and other perspectives, and that's healthy. What y'all thought? Did y'all see it? Did y'all think it was disrespectful, or did you think it was art? Moving on. So day 26, Willie Taylor. Put a picture right here, you guys. So recently, it appears that Willie Taylor, Willie, we call him Willie from day 26, has decided that he needed a break from his wife and his kids, and that he was just gonna go, I don't know if it was Arizona, Sedona, somewhere in the dry mountains or whatever, because he needed to take care of his mental health. So he leaves, and I don't know what he's doing, but his wife, Shonda, I remember them from some reality show. I don't remember which reality show it was, but I do remember they was on some reality show. And she made a video, she made a post, she posted herself, I'll put it here.
To go to the mountains on his all. That's where we want to go. Go. But, help me. I'm the most understanding person there is. Forced. Most of the time. I'm a forced understanding individual. Like I said, I do understand the fact that he lost his father. So, I understand that. But not to go tit for tat. I lost my grandfather, and I also lost my uncle just last week. And I know we handle things differently, and it's your father, so parents different. But we're both hit with loss, with, important people that we lost.
Looking cute and basically saying, she's free and she feel good from the inside out. And that, Willie done left her with these 4 kids. And here's my thing. Why was that necessary to post online? Some things I just don't get. Now, call me ignorant, I don't know, but I just feel like certain things, especially in your relationship, shouldn't be put online. Like, you married with 4 kids. Like, was it necessary to put online that he left you or what? Now, I don't know the full situation. Don't know all their ins and outs and drama and all that stuff. I do know that they had drama in the past, because I do remember that from the reality show, but I don't remember all of their ins and outs, right? So this is just me looking in, and only based off of the information that I have. Other than that, I don't know. But the first thing I thought, because she made a whole video about it, like, sis, why you gotta post this? Are they about to come out with another show? Because that'd be the first thing that I be thinking about when these celebrities get on here and make these videos about their relationships. I'm like, they're about to come out with another show or something like that, right? Because I just didn't think it was necessary. Even if you having problems or trouble in your relationship, like, you could talk about it, but like, you put all your, he left you, sis. Like, I mean, to post it, because I don't think they A-list celebrities. I don't think Willie and his wife is an A-list celebrity, but let's say they B-list celebrities, right? So you already know that whatever you post is going to be scrutinized that much harder, because y'all some B-list celebrities, and people are going to run with it or whatever. Maybe that's what she wanted. Maybe she wanted to, who knows, child? What do y'all think? Like, I just didn't think that that was appropriate for the situation, because it didn't seem like it was too crazy. Like, he didn't get caught cheating. She was like, oh, I understand that you all need mental health days, but they are my kids. Like, so sis, if you understood that he needed some mental days, why even put it online?
My family, I put sometimes you need a break. This break is for me. I don't want to lose myself. So I came up to Sedona to mentally grab my peace. Everybody is taken care of. She hit me for money, and the money was sent. The kids are good, but I will not go back to a toxic situation. Thank you all. there you have it. Y'all like Toxic. You do. You like Toxic. Yeah, so I didn't want to die, guys. So I didn't want to die. So I came to get some peace. So, Sedona. Mountains.
He comes out and he makes a video and he's basically saying, look, I will not be a part of a toxic situation and my kids are taken care of. She said she needed some money. I sent her the money. Everybody's good. I'm like, this don't need to be online, y'all. But whatever. Did y'all see that? What y'all think? Like, I don't think everything should be online. I don't know. Adele, you guys, and I'm about to wrap this up. So Adele, do you guys like Adele? Like, I'm like a huge Adele fan. I've liked Adele from way back in the days, but she has new music. She's coming out with a new album. That new song, Easy on Me. Oh my God. Hear that song? Easy. I sound better than that, but child, it's late at night and these Storbies. I love the song. I actually cannot wait until Adele comes out with a new album. What do y'all think of Adele's new look? I think she looks absolutely fabulous, okay? You know, you got the people that's like, oh, she should have stayed big. Oh, she's too skinny. Oh, she trying to do this. Every time Adele break up, y'all, child, she come out with some good music. Like, I think she looks great. I always thought she was a beautiful woman. Even when she was bigger, I thought she was beautiful. Her voice is absolutely like heavenly. Are y'all fans of Adele? Did you hear the new song? Do you like it? Are you gonna go listen to it? I love it. I'm excited for Adele's new music. And last but not least, you guys, let's talk about the MySpace comeback. So if you remember, I think it's been like 2-3 weeks now, Instagram and Facebook has shut down. Okay, now I wasn't really affected because I don't be on all day, you know, that's not my whole life. And I was at work and somebody had told me, I just thought it was my phone. I couldn't get on. I was like, oh, my phone acting up again. Okay, I get on later, no big deal. But come to find out that Facebook and Instagram was actually down for like a significant amount of hours. People were losing their minds because these platforms were not available, right? So I'm like, oh, it was down. People did not get their social media fix that they needed, decided that they was gonna go back to MySpace and other platforms, so just so they could get online. Child, that opened up the Pandora's box, because I read little articles that said people went back on MySpace finding their exes, finding people that they hadn't spoken to in years and started chatting, child, and caused issues in their relationship. I did have MySpace. I felt like MySpace was like the best social platform. And here's my reason why. MySpace, you could be so creative with how you designed your page, right? So HTML was coding that people used to, you know, do like all type of graphics. Now, I took classes on HTML, so I already knew how to use the coding to make my page pop, to do the music, to do the openings or whatever. I mean, after a while, it was like easy for everybody to do it because people were doing all the work. But in the beginning, people were not doing all the work. You had to know how to code. You had to know somebody to be able to create these awesome pages, right? And remember, top 10, top 8, like your top people, your top friends. I just love the fact that when you went to someone's page, like you got a glimpse of them, like their personality, what music they was into, colors and themes, like what they like, how they decorated their walls. I just found that so dope. But I'm a creator, right? I'm artistic. I like that type of shit. So to me, MySpace was like the dopest shit ever. I still don't even know what happened to MySpace. Like, how did MySpace die? Like, what went wrong? Because MySpace was so dope. When Facebook came along, because in the beginning, you could not sign on or sign up for Facebook unless you were a college student. I remember that. But once Facebook opened it up to any and everybody, I think that's when MySpace actually started to lose people, because people started to get on Facebook. I did too, but even when I got on Facebook, I was like, Facebook sucks. Like, it's not pretty, you know. Okay, you could put up a little quick status, you could upload pictures. There was no, even still to this day, I don't find Facebook to be like great. It's okay. And the way that the algorithms now are with Facebook and Instagram, most of the people don't see your shit anyway. People don't even interact with you. Like, it's like, what's the point? What is the point? I am team, let's go back to MySpace. So I did try to sign on, y'all. I did try to go back to MySpace with the email that I thought that I used, and apparently that was not the email that I used, because they was like, incorrect, invalid, blah blah blah. So I kind of want to start a new MySpace, and I kind of want everybody to go back to MySpace, because MySpace was dope. What y'all think? And what was y'all doing during the time that Instagram and Facebook was down for that little bit of time? I want to know. So you guys, that concludes all this chitter chatter for the day. I finished all my snacks. All gone. My drink is almost gone. We're going to kill that before we go to bed. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to relax. Tend to my dog. Clearly he needs some love and attention. And please do let me know what y'all thought in the comments. And if y'all want more of these videos, obviously thumbs it up. Let me know. I think y'all do. Y'all enjoy these videos. I have no idea how long this is gonna be, but it ain't gonna be 2 parts, y'all. It's gonna be 1 part, so either you watch it or you don't. Either way, I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for joining me for this long chitter chatter. And I will be coming again shortly with another one, because there's always something going on. There's always something going on. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.